Hey guys, let's explore 8 standout features of the new GoPro Hero 8 and see if it's worth the upgrade or if you should stick to your old GoPro. Let's go!
Someone's gotta change. Someone's gotta change.
Hey everyone, hi from Colorado, Breckenridge. We're here on snowboard vacation. It's been 6 years the last time I was on the board, and frankly I was a little bit terrified, but so far so good and we are having a blast. This trip gave me the perfect excuse to pull the trigger on the new GoPro Hero 8 and give me the opportunity to do a review for you guys and put it, you know, like through the ringer, a little bit of a stress test. GoPro releases a new Hero camera every year, but in my humble opinion, I don't think the innovation cycle in this fairly mature category of action cameras justifies an upgrade every year. So I've been using the Hero 5 for the past 2.5 years, and it grew very close to my heart because it's the perfect camera for these in-the-moment action shots, unusual angles, as well as time lapses. So let's see if the GoPro Hero 8 can win me over, and you maybe too. Let's go. Oh my god. Okay, let's touch on the basics first. This camera can do 4K at 60 frames per second in linear mode. The linear mode is an equivalent of a 24 or 28 millimeter lens, and it doesn't give you this fisheye look, which is great for just shooting generally stuff and you want to make it look a little bit more cinematic. Moreover, this camera comes with an improved bitrate as well, and you can shoot up to 100 Mbits per second. In simple terms, more data gives you more flexibility later in post, especially with the color grading. We'll talk about the slow-mo features in just a minute because we're now at the end of this lift here. See you up there. Alright, Hypersmooth 2.0. I'm very impressed by this technology. It is basically gimbal-like stabilization for your little camera, which is absolutely needed. While bigger cameras, due to their weight, give you inherent stable footage, DSLRs and especially these small action cameras, when they're mounted to a snowboard, need stabilization, and this technology was introduced with the Hero 7, but they made significant improvements to the stabilization. It's now also available for all resolutions and focal lengths, so which is great, as you can see. So as someone who's using gimbals a lot, I'm very impressed. It might be a gimbal killer in future, so let's go. Without being scientific, you can clearly hear that the audio improved on the Hero 8 compared to previous models, and particularly wind noise reduction. The microphone now on this model is placed right beneath the lens. This, with the improved audio quality and the fact of the image stabilization, makes it actually a perfect lens for vlogging. Isn't it beautiful? Okay, let's go. Okay, let's talk about Time Warp 2.0, which is basically a stabilized time lapse, allowing you to do time lapses through the space, and it's also known as hyperlapses or motion lapses. And frankly, I've never tried it with my I've never tried it. Whoa, whoa, hey. I've never tried it with my DSLR because it's quite tricky to pull off. But with the time warp function, with the time warp function of the GoPro, I'm stuck. With the time warp function of the GoPro, you know where we're going? But with the time warp function with the GoPro, it's really easy. But see it for yourself. Okay, so the weather turned on us. You see the slopes are practically empty, which is awesome. So we can talk about slow motion, which has been a key selling point for GoPro since the very first one, to get these super cool action shots. But the Hero 8 really delivers on that front too. While the Hero 5 that I've been using for the last couple of years can only do 120 frames per second at 720p resolution, this camera can 120 frames per second at 2.7K, and I will put in some shots of that. And not only that, you can also go up to 240 frames per second at 1080p, so really dope. This combined with a higher bitrate allows you to get really smooth, buttery, slow motion shots. This weather is unbearable, so I'm gonna go and take you all back home to Chicago. Let's go. Whew. All right, it's much warmer here, so let me get changed. We switch to this camera and I will see you just in a second. Is he gone? Okay, let's jump in real quick here. So let's talk about time lapses and night lapses. Eventually I used my GoPro Hero 5 mostly and primarily for shooting time lapses because it was so easy to set up and you can hide your camera with no problem and just leave it there without other people finding it. But what didn't really impress me was the quality of the night lapse function, basically a time lapse at night with longer exposure time. However, the overhauled HDR processing of the Hero 8 had a nice side effect, providing us with improved quality night lapses. So don't forget to pack your battery pack because the GoPro batteries do not have the highest capacity. So if you want to run for a while, especially longer exposure times, you need a battery pack and then you're good to go. Next up is the menu design. Coming from the Hero 5, the menu design has been completely overhauled, and that's certainly for the better. What I really love about the menu design is that you can create and easily access now presets. This makes swapping between the various functions of your GoPro easy and fast. You can jump from filming 4K 60 to time walk to slow-mo to 4K 24 to film yourself super easily and super fast. And if that's not enough, you can also add up to 4 shortcuts on your screen to tweak things like white balance, exposure adjustments, focal length, or give your Hypersmooth an extra boost. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the build, the design, because there's one major change. This camera, the Hero 8, doesn't need these stupid cages anymore. This is such an improvement because you always lose or always forget your cage, so you cannot mount your camera anymore. Here they just have these little flip out legs so that you can use all your existing GoPro accessories that you have and it also overall reduces the size of the cameras. You can also access your USB port easily if you want to hook up a battery pack to shoot time lapses. So overall, well done, well done. Alright, so to wrap it all up, here's my verdict. If you're coming from a 3 generations older Hero 5 or even the Hero 6, you will be certainly impressed by the Hero 8 Black, and I would totally recommend upgrading it if you are currently in market for a action camera. If you have the Hero 7, you may not be seeing such a difference in its video quality. Certainly design changed a little bit, but if you have no GoPro at all or come from an older model, go get it. If you want to capture action shots, unusual angles, time lapses, or even vlog. I mean, the audio quality on this little piece really surprised me, and certainly an upgrade from this tin can here. Yes, you still get a few SD card errors and the menu froze a couple of times on me, but nothing major that would be a red flag. So as always, thanks so much for watching. Have a good morning, have a good night, wherever and whenever you are around this beautiful, beautiful planet. Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Oh, if you're still here, you may have also noticed that I moved into a new studio. There will be a video coming where I give a little bit of a behind the scenes of the setup here very soon, so stay tuned. If you haven't done so already, hit the subscribe button and ring that bell to get notified, and also give it a like, this video, if you liked it. I mean, you're still here, right? Thank you. Bye. You can go and watch another video now.